Okay, these are some more problems from section 4.5, and this is number 25. And I wrote the equation over on the right again, so we'll take a look at this. And it's y equals negative 2 sine of 2x plus pi over 2. So we've got a period, we've got a negative sign, we got an amplitude of 2, we've got a negative, so we're going to flip the thing, then we've got a 2 in front here, and so we've got a little bit of everything, a phase shift, everything except a vertical shift. So first of all, I want to figure out what my phase shift would be, and I can only have an x in front here. I can have an x, not a 2x, so I got to get the 2 out, so I'll rewrite this. Y equals negative 2 sine, and then I'll write 2x, and then I'll make this 2 pi, multiply the top and the bottom by 2, so 2 pi over 4. And then I'll factor out the 2 like we did the earlier problems. Y equals negative 2, and then I've got the sign. And then if I take out a 2, I've got 2, and then I've got what's left is x plus pi over 4. So now I know I have a vertical shift, positive, so that means I'm going to go to the left, pi over 4. This 2 will make my period going to be pi. In other words, period equals 2 pi over b. That b is a 2. So that's 2 pi over 2, which is pi. And remember, my increments, all I have to do is take my period and divide by 4 to find the length of my subinterval. So they're going to be 4 pi, which matches my shift, so that's nice. So let's take a look at this. So I'm going to shift. This tells me I'm shifting pi over 4 to the left. So instead of starting 0, I'm going to start at pi over 4. Put a point there. Okay. So that's where I'm starting. I'm going to go up and down 2, but it's going to be negative, so I have to reverse that. And each of my subintervals will be pi over 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just going to go for this point here, which would be 3 pi over 4. This would be pi over 4, 2 pi over 4, or pi over 2, and that. So I'm only going to go up to there. And that's going to give me what? A whole period. That's all we want. And there's your 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. So let's put our 5 points in. So remember, we start at 0. And then normally I go up 1, which in this case would be up 2, but it's going to be down 2 because it's negative. So instead of going up 1 or up 2, I go down 2. Now remember, every other one is 0, so that's fine, and that's 0, so I can even put the last one in. So that's usually 1, so it's going to be down 2, then back to 0. Then it's usually up 1, but now it's going to be, usually it's down 1 then, because it usually goes like this. It's going to go the opposite direction, so it's going to go up. All right, but it's going to go to 2, then back down. So we kind of flip it. Normally it would go like this if it was positive, but since it's negative, it's going to go the opposite direction. And those are your 5 points. That covers the period of pi and the shift of pi over 4. So now we can graph it, and it should look something like this. And here we go. That's what you got, something like this. Okay, something like that. This should be down a little bit, kind of mess that up a little bit. There you go. Okay, hopefully that works out okay for you. And main 5 points. And I probably kind of darken that out a little, white that out, fix that a little bit. Okay, is that all right? Okay, so that's pretty close to what you got. Okay, let's take a look at number 29. There should be parentheses around here. Sorry about this. Well, I think I'll do that on the next video. Let's just leave this at 25 so you get an idea. This is bothering me a little bit, so let me fix it. And then we'll use a little white out here to touch this up a little bit. Yeah, I don't like that. There we go, because that point's got to be at the top or the apex of the cycle there. So a little white out should fix that up a little bit better. Yeah, I feel better about that. That looks a little bit better. Okay, so there you go. Alrighty, so something like that. That's 25.